everyone, welcome back to our channel Trailhead Ranger NJ, and we are doing this series of doing the trail mix, that is unlock your data with data cloud. And in this series we have completed one section of it, that is this one, learn about data cloud core capabilities. Now we'll be starting this section, that is set up and administer data cloud. So in this section our first module is data cloud setup, and here we'll be learning about how we can set up our data cloud and what are some of the features available in it. So let's get started with it. Now if we will open data cloud setup, we are having 4 units, and let's get started with the first one, that is get to know the data cloud. So we have already talked about in very brief or in detail, that is what is the data cloud. So basically data cloud is a feature or a platform which is allowing us to connect other salesforce or to a one place, to have all the data at one place so we can perform all the tasks at our ease. So if we are having multiple salesforce org, so we can connect those to data cloud, and those the separate salesforce orgs which we are connected, that could be sales cloud or service cloud, so we are referring those as home org. So how we can set those up? So there are some of the requirement, that is data residency and control versus centralization needs. So to satisfy the data residency requirement, we need to consider creating one data cloud per region. So if we are using the region's data cloud to unify and enrich the data from multiple orgs without moving it outside the region, it will be very easy for us. So similarly, now if, we'll talk about the setup. There are certain navigation to it. We are having guidance. You can refer this link by going to the setup of data cloud. Then you are having some of the instructions here. Then we are having user management, feature management, salesforce integration, and the external integration. So as each of these names suggests, that user management refers to the feature of user creation of permission set and added to the users. Then feature management, that is data space creation, some of the admin tools, developer tools, and the feature management. Then to create a salesforce integration with any salesforce crm, marketing, commerce cloud, or even the data cloud one. Then we are having external integration available to us by using snowflake, any websites, mobile apps, ingestion api, or maybe another other connectors as well. So now we talk about, there are certain tabs to the data cloud application as well, that is data streams, data lake objects, data model, data explorer, profile explorer, identity resolutions, calculated insights, and the data cloud setup. So if we talk about first 3 tabs, that is data stream, data lake object, and the data model, these all three are focused on the data, which means data stream is I have mentioned that it's like a pipeline which is used to ingest the data to the data cloud. Then that data is being stored in the data lake objects, and to map that data we use data model. So that's how these 3 objects or tabs are focused on the data. Then we are having data explorer and the profile explorer. So these help us to the data view, like whatever data we are having in the data cloud helps us to view it in a more organized manner. It can be ingested data or unified profiles as well. Then if we talk about identity resolution, so here we can see how our team can create the matching rule set so that it can identify to unify the individuals or even the account records. Then we are having calculated insights, where we can create batch or the streaming insights based on our data. And then we are having data cloud setup, which we have gone through earlier. So this will be the setup for data cloud. Now if we will come to the quiz, our first question is, where can you find connected data sources in data cloud? First option is data streams, second is data model, third is segments, and the last option is activation targets. So data stream should be the correct answer. There we can find the connected data sources present in the data cloud. Second question is, what access do you need to manage and assign users and access data cloud setup? So our first option is data cloud marketing data aware specialist. Second is system administrator. Third option is Data Cloud Admin and Salesforce Setup Specialist Permissions. And the last option is Salesforce Manager with the Data Aware Specialist Permission set. So B option should be the correct one. Let's check. And it's correct. Let's move on to the next unit, that is Set Up Data Cloud. So there are some of the implementation steps which are mentioned here for us. That is that we should create a user and assign the required permission set to that user. Then we can connect to the Salesforce data, or if required we can connect to the other sources as well. If there is needing that we can create data spaces, there is already a default data space available to us, but if more required then we can purchase it and create it. And we can even prepare for the ongoing task, and whatever the maintenance required we can monitor those features as well. So user management we have already talked about, that we can create a user and assign the permission set. There are certain standard permission sets are available to us, that is Data Cloud Admin and Data Cloud User. So Data Cloud Admin allows us to access all the functionality within the data cloud, which includes mapping data to the data model and even creating data streams, identity resolution rule sets, and the calculated insights. But if we talk about Data Cloud User, so these allow this permission set allows the user to view the data cloud features, that is on the UI perspective. Then we have some of the additional segmentation and activation permission sets, that is Data Cloud Marketing Admin, Data Cloud Marketing Manager, and the Data Cloud Marketing Dataware Specialist. These also permission allow us to have certain access to certain functionality within the data cloud, or to manage it, or to map the data to the data model. So you can go through this list and be more aware about it. Then they have mentioned the steps, that how you can create a user and assign a permission set to it. So if you are an admin of Salesforce, you might be aware that how we can do those steps, and if you don't, then you can just go through these steps, and you don't have to perform these steps in the playground, because they don't have the data cloud set up in any of the Trailhead playground. Now let's come to the quiz. Our first question is, what are the steps you can perform in Data Cloud setup as an system admin? First option is create data spaces as needed. Second is assign permission sets to your users. Third option is create an audience segment. Fourth is A and B, and the last is B and C. So A and B should be the correct answer. Second question is, what should you consider before creating new users? First option is available standard permission sets. Second option is what access a user needs in data cloud. Third option is data cloud certification, and the last is A and B. So A and B should be the correct answer. Before creating new user, we should be aware that what kind of access that user needs in the data cloud, and then we can utilize available standard permission sets first according to that access required by the user. Let's check. And it's correct. Let's move on to the next unit, that is connect your data sources. So as we are keep saying that we can have the data from different data sources into the data cloud. So what are those data sources, how we can connect those data sources, and how we can have the data in the data cloud? So those all we can achieve using data stream in the data cloud. And data cloud will be having all the data at one place then. So they are giving us an example of how you can connect the marketing cloud engagement. So for that, these are some of the steps again they have mentioned. You can go through it and even try that out if you are having the developer org of yours related to the data cloud. Okay, and similarly they have mentioned how you can connect the sales and the service cloud as well. So sorry, you can try that as well. Now if we'll come to the quiz, our first question is, what you need first to connect a marketing cloud engagement account to data cloud? First option is a data cloud passport. Second is mapped data streams. Third is marketing cloud engagement admin credential, and the last option is setup bundles. So C option should be the correct one. Second question is, you can connect more than one Salesforce account to data cloud. So yes, we can connect multiple Salesforce account to the data cloud. And let's check. It is correct. Let's move on to the last unit of this module, that is manage your account. So if we talk about data space, so we have already mentioned that there is a certain data space, or the default data space is already available to us for an account, but if required we can purchase it. And this data space is used, or it is a way to partition, so that we can organize our data for the profile unification, insights, and the marketing in the data cloud. So how we can create a data space? In the setup under feature management, we have an option of data space. There we can click on new and provide this value in the certain fields, and then we'll be able to create a data space. Now there are certain additional data cloud setup tasks as well, such as creating a package in data cloud, or even identify our account's functional domain. So a package we can create the package and install it in our data cloud as well. So this is nothing but a salesforce metadata component for any salesforce platform app or any other feature, which we can easily distribute it here and there, or among the salesforce org or users, using a install link or even the app exchange. Then we can even auditing and ongoing maintenance by doing the certain things, like we can monitor the usage and the credit consumption. We can view the record modification field details. We can set up changes using the setup audit trail. We can monitor the login history, and even we can monitor the account status on the Salesforce trust. So if we will come to the quiz, our first question is, what is the purpose of a data space? So first option is provide zero copy access to data. Second option is make processing faster. Third is segment or partition data. And last is exclude data from segments. So C option should be the correct one. Second question is, which maintenance task should an admin track regularly? First is monitor credit consumption. Second is monitor login history. Third is monitor audit trail history. And last option is all of the above. So all of the above admin can track regularly to track the ongoing maintenance. So let's check it. And it's correct, and we are done with this module. So if you do like it and understand something, please like the video and subscribe the channel, and stay tuned for more. Thank you.